Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on February 17, 2020, 8:36 p.m. Birmingham. Only time I wear a suit is when I go to a funeral, and I just got back from a viewing, guys. I hate that. Uh, I had two police buddies that I worked with back to back, 2 days apart, and one of them was my golf partner for 17 years. And I believe he's playing around about right now. But what I want to talk about momentarily is the statement that I made about China. Maybe this is a purpose-driven coronavirus that has hit Wuhan. And look, the reason I say this, China has done this before. And if you go back and look not too far in the past, you see that Germany has done the same thing. Germany did it with chlorine. And chlorine is, they had 55, well, I don't know the size of the drums, I believe 55-gallon drums full of chlorine, and I don't know how many, but this gas, when this stuff is emptied out, it hugs the ground, and it rose off a hill and in across the city. And if you go back to an example, this is when God told his people, you sacrifice a young lamb, you take that blood and you put it on the doorpost in the header, and the angel of death will pass you over. And if you don't have it there, your firstborn will die that night. So that's happened not even in biblical times. China has done this before, and so has Germany. And if you want to dig a little bit deeper, you'll see that Russia has done this. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100%, I'm just going to say it, but a city in Poland. But not 11 million people, not that big. Not that the Chinese hadn't killed that many through their rulers, and the same as Russia. They've killed far more than that, but I don't think any of them has wiped out a city. But smaller amounts of people, 100,000 plus, was killed by Hitler by chlorine gas in one night. And other means, other countries. But I just want to throw this up there and tell you that I'm not making China look like they're so evil that they would sacrifice a whole city. But that's what I am saying. In reality, that's what I'm saying. And what best way to keep track of how this stuff works is to go at it in a big way. And again, not saying that they purposely released this, but when you take a virus like China did, and you put samples in 10 vials, and you send them to 10 different countries for the laboratories in those countries, like our country, it'd go to CDC in Atlanta, for them to explore this nasty virus that they created. There's going to be an accidental leak somewhere. And I believe that this is precisely what China did. They did it on their own people, and I believe history will probably prove that that is the case. Not that they can't stop it. I believe they can, and I believe the turnout I'm hearing is not as deadly as some say, but I'm hearing, on the other hand, that it's 100 times worse than what China's telling us. So who knows the truth right now? None of us do. I just had to bring that up. I was driving out to see my friend away, and this hit me, so I made a note of it, and I'm back home, and I thought I'd pass it along. Jody Wolf, Expoz.